So I've got a question for you, and it's something I don't even think I'll ever know the answer to, and I think that we all kind of search for that. But what do you do whenever you have a passion for something, a genuine passion for something that you don't think you'll ever be able to do on a consistent basis, to be able to pursue that with all of who you are? In order for me to give you some context as to why I'm asking this question, I feel like it's important for you to know who I am. And so growing up, for me, I've always been an artist to an extent. As a kid, you're only as so artistically talented, but it's something that I could really, really get into and spend a ton of time doing. It's something that I feel like, and really not to toot my own horn, but I was always good at it. It was always something that I loved doing. I love being able to tell a story visually. It's just something that I could really put at least 8 hours a day into. Coming out of college, I had these dreams, right? Just like any other artist does. I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be somebody who was in galleries. I wanted to be somebody who went that traditional route and made it. But I ran into this harsh reality of I had to get a job. I had to be able to help support me and my wife. I got married young, I guess, by today's standards, and having a job and having to help pull my weight in my own marriage was hard. And I struggled to find a balance between being able to work on my craft and to be able to get a job. And that was hard. I felt like I had failed as an artist. I felt like my dreams of being somebody who created stuff wasn't going to happen. And then I found teaching. Teaching fulfilled me in a different way that I didn't thought it would be able to. Because growing up, I was like, no, I don't want to be a teacher. But being an art teacher helped me help students find their passion for something that they didn't really even think existed. And I was able to bring that out of them. I wasn't the greatest teacher, but I was good with students. I could relate well. I could talk to them and we would be able to have a good time and we'd be able to converse, so much so that people who didn't even like art would join my class just for the community. And I enjoyed that. Not only that, but I was able to further my own passion for art making for a time, and that served its purpose. But then I started to learn how to use a camera. Started to teach myself photography, started to teach myself how to do video. And that kind of reignited this passion to be able to tell stories again in a different way, something that I didn't know existed. Something changed in me where I wanted to be able to pursue that dream of being an artist again. And that's where this is coming from. I want to be able to tell stories through video. I want to be able to tell stories through photo. And it's something that I genuinely enjoy and I think is very unique to only what it can do. So this past December was my last semester as a teacher. I told everybody that I was going to be done teaching and where I was going, and I was going to be telling stories again. I was going to be essentially a content creator for a different school, and I'm lucky to be able to do that and be able to be honing my craft and still being able to, have a job that's full time. Hopefully we'll see where this goes, but I'm excited and I'm able to continue telling stories in ways that's going to further the school that I'm at, but also my own creative itch. And I'm excited to do that. And I might not be the best videographer, the best photographer, but what I do think that I'm pretty good at is telling stories, and that's good enough for me. So I mean, what's the point, right? What's the point of me, a small, insignificant YouTuber on this giant platform? What's the point of me telling you all this? Well, it's to give you context for the question I asked at the beginning of this video. So what do you do whenever you have a passion that you firmly believe that you're capable of doing? What do you do whenever you're unable to do that in a consistent manner? For me, I don't know the answer to that. That's why I'm asking this question. But what I do know is if I let the overwhelming abundance of negative thoughts and the imposter syndrome that I get all the time creep into me on any given day, I know that I'm done for. I'm defeated. That day is a loss. And that's a steep hill to climb. Maybe for now, the answer is to just go for it. Because if you're anything like me, I think I get wrapped up in my success and my passion and trying to mingle those together whenever, if you just do your passion, you're going to learn something. It doesn't matter how successful you are, because it's not really about that. Because when I make it about that, I lose the passion that I had in the first place. So just find what you like, find what you're good at, and marry those things together. Just go for it. Get out of your own way.